Welcome back to CCA TV. I'm Austin.
I'm Christian.
And today we're going to be redoing our great debate because yesterday we had some technical difficulties. Not a lot of people voted. So it will be waffles and pancakes. You can now go onto the upper school teams and cast your vote. Pancakes. So I don't know about you, but pancakes is definitely better for me. There's chocolate chip pancakes. You can put strawberries on it. It's better with syrup because it just soaks in.
Mm-hmm. I would go with both. I don't feel like arguing, so I'm going to go with both. It's too early for that.
All right, well, we'll give you guys the results of that poll at the end of the announcements, but now we're going on to Bible or Nah. Oh, pledge, sorry. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Now for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, sorry about that. Now we're going on to Bible or Nah. Welcome back. Finally, we have another Bible or Not game. Today we have, speaking to the mic, what's your name?
Canon.
Daniel.
All right, Canon versus Daniel. So, I'm going to explain the rules real quick. Of course, it's a 1v1, so you are going against him. There will be 5 questions. It will either be a verse from the Bible or just a random quote from anyone, any source, any book. And you will have to determine whether it is Bible or not. But you have to buzz in before your opponent. And if your opponent gets it wrong, then you have a chance to steal. All clear? All right. So our first quote is, "To thine own self be true." Daniel?
Bible.
That is incorrect. That is, well, yeah,
I think it's not Bible.
really.
Yes, I think there's a pretty good chance
Well-
of it not being Bible.
Well, Canon Baker, you would be correct. That is not Bible. That is William Shakespeare. Yeah. All right, moving on. It's 1-0 right now. Moving on, we have love the sinner, hate the sin. Canon?
Not
Not Bible.
correct.
You would be correct. We do not know where that is from. That is just a general quote that is thrown around, said it's in the Bible. It's very similar, but it's not in the Bible. All right, so it is 2-0. Daniel, you got to steal this, man. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you too.
No pressure.
Yeah, no question.
I believe in both of you. All right, our third verse is, "Good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes." Mr. Baker.
Bible.
That is correct. That is Proverbs 12:2.
It's okay, don't cry.
Okay, we're still going to keep going because why not? All right. Our fourth verse. "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring."
I think that's Bible again.
Do you think it's Bible?
Yes.
Well, so far you are 4-0. That is the Bible. That is Proverbs 27:1. A lot of Proverbs. Yep. All right, and our last one, Daniel, please just get one, please.
Don't embarrass yourself.
All right. Our last one is, Like snow in summer or rain in harvest, honor is not fitting for a fool.
Not Bible.
Come on, man. That is,
I think that's Bible.
yes, it is Bible. That was Proverbs 26:1. We just went through Proverbs. And Canon, you are the winner. 5-0. Oh no.
Close game. Good job.
Very close game.
Very, very close game.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. Good sportsmanship. Back to the desk.
So for today, since it's Wednesday, SGA has a meeting today. After school, I believe. I think. The first period final is today, and the second period final is tomorrow.
And then we also have the third period final on Friday. And to close us out today, we have Carter with our over the announcements, see you at the cross. So, to Carter.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to See You at the Cross. Thank you for bearing with me as we try and figure out the temperature and being outside, being inside. So I appreciate your guys' readiness for that. And so today I want to share a quote from C.S. Lewis, and he is a renowned author and apologist, renowned Christian author and apologist. And so he has written many, many books, including Chronicles of Narnia series, the Screw Tape Letters, Mere Christianity, The Outer Planet. All of these are really, really good books. And I want to share a quote with you guys today from C.S. Lewis, and it's this: "Every Christian is to become a little Christ. The whole purpose of becoming a Christian is simply nothing else." And so, as I'm kind of thinking over this, and the reason I want to share this with you guys today is it really hits on this point of living by example. Is like he states that every Christian is to become a little Christ, to be more Christ-like in both your actions, the way you think, and just the way you conduct yourselves around other people. And it just really hits on this example that you're supposed to set as a Christian, a follower of Christ. And so this basic example that you set, it's how others really see you. It's how they see you act, and it's how they see that you're different from these other people. Because in our society today, if you really think about it, a Christian, someone who loves others, they turn to helping others before they help themselves, that stands out in our society today. And that's not something you see very often. And so it's just this main question that this quote really hits on. What does it mean to be like Christ? And I feel like that's kind of this question that C.S. Lewis is really asking through this quote, is like, every Christian is to become a little Christ. Well, what does that mean? So let's look at the four Gospels. Like, you see Jesus' entire life lived out through these four. We see different stories of him interacting with his disciples, interacting with how he prays to God, interacting with how he basically just goes with other people. And it's just we see him in these different encounters, the sick, the poor, the rich, basically the philosophers, the Pharisees. We see him interact with each of these, and he kind of displays these traits of authority, love, compassion, servitude, kindness. All of these are seen in each of these different stories. So when we really ask ourselves this question, what does it mean to be more like Christ? It's really, how can I humble myself before God? How can I serve others before serving myself? Does this person need help today? Do I see them struggling? How can I help them? How can I love them? How can I be compassionate towards someone? Is there something I can do for you today? It's just that question of how can I help? By humbling yourself before Christ and being that example, and basically deciding to put others above yourself. That act of just servitude before Christ. And so all in all, to live like Christ, to be more like Christ, is to not only conduct yourself in a way that is worthy of God, that you are compassionate towards others, but you also decide that this is something that I have learned to be great. It has impacted my life, and I want to go and tell that mission. That is what Jesus, God, tells us to do. Is we've been impacted in such a way that it basically leads us to go and tell what has happened to us. And so every Christian is to become a little Christ. The whole purpose of becoming a Christian is simply nothing else. So I'm going to go ahead and close this in prayer. So please bow your heads and close your eyes and pray with me. Heavenly and most gracious Father God, today is a day that you have made. It may have been a little cold when we were walking out of our house today, God. It's probably still going to be cold when we leave here and go home. But God, today there's always a purpose for waking us up. There's a purpose for having us walk out of our door. There's a purpose for being here today. God, you don't create us on accident. That was never your intention. You created us so that we could have a purpose. So God, today I want to pray for the purpose of these students, for what you've called them to do, and who you've called them to be. God, these people that you call your children range from 6th graders to 12th graders, all in different aspects of life. Some getting ready to leave and go out into the world, some just getting started. But God, you've each called them to be something. You've each called them to impact the world in their own different, unique way. But Lord, most importantly, you've called them to be more like Christ, to be more like you. And so God, today I pray that even in the midst of this struggle, even in the midst of school, that we can try and find these opportunities to be more like you, to be more compassionate, to be more loving, to become a servant. God, this is what you've called us to. And it's not just this act of humbling, it's the act of sharing what we've learned. So God, today I pray that we can each learn to be an example for who you've called us to be more like you, to be transformed from the ways of this world, to be brought into your new creation. That is my prayer today, God. That we can learn to not just try and glorify ourselves, but we can learn to glorify you. Let us learn that it is not our plan, but your plan, God. That is what you've called us to today. So, Lord, I pray for those that may just be feeling nerves today from finals. Like God, I pray that you take that because you've given them the mind of Christ. And I pray that they know that today. And I pray that they know that they're still made in your image, God. They're made unique, special, and they're loved. And I believe that. God, I pray this in your holy and precious name. Amen. So I know this is normally the time in See with the Cross where you guys would break out. And so I invite you guys in your classes right now. I know we're kind of getting short on time here, and I know you guys need some time for your finals, but just maybe as a class, maybe individually, that you just talk to God, that you would just talk and open your heart to Him. Like you would say, God, how can I be an example for you? And it's just that simple prayer this morning. It doesn't matter if you guys do it as your class or individually. Just take some time and talk to God this morning. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time.